Suplex Studies.
La 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 la. Wow, I have no snare in my headphones.
What?
I have no snare.
You need a little more snare?
A little more snare over here, Stan.
Steve needs a little snare.
All I hear is bass, but I can't seem to get any snare over here.
You're just fucking with me, right?
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you, Stan. You know you've got it rigged up right. You always do. I'm just ribbing you.
God damn it, Steve. You're trying to get a little ribbage on me here on Side Suplex number 5.
Well, you know, Stan, side suplexes were always one of my favorites when I was in the squared circle.
What?
So I figured it only fit in a rib unit.
I'll get a little side suplex on your ribs right now.
Side suplex, coming at you again. This is episode number 5. Brother Eric.
Welcome,
Yeah.
Oh.
How are you doing? This is a lovely Wednesday, October 2nd, which we were
Right.
recording. And Eric, how has your week been, sir?
Well. It's been pretty good so far. Going fast, as always. The year almost feels complete. No, but dude, yeah, my week's been pretty good so far. Godly, already watching a shitload of wrestling.
Yeah,
Just got caught up on some Rampage and College earlier today. And
Is that what we watched? It all blends in when we watch
Yeah.
it like that.
yeah, and then we have Dynamite 5 tonight. The
Fifth-
5th anniversary.
I was going to
for
say
Dynamite.
fifth anniversary. I was like 5.
Yeah.
5th anniversary.
Yeah, they have some. AEW has some very big news we're about to get into here in a little bit. But before we do that, Gator, yeah, tell me, how's your week going?
Oh,
What's
man.
up, dog?
It's been a long, tiresome work week. Got through it. I'm enjoying my last couple days here. I'm on the overtime list, I should say, coming up here. So tomorrow when I go into work, there's a good chance that I might not be coming home at 1:30 anymore.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I might get popped for a little extra 2 hours, maybe a little for 4 hours, maybe a little 6 day. I don't know. We're just going to have to see what the future holds. But for today, right here and right now, we're bringing another side suplex to you guys because we love you.
That's right. We are thankful for the Suplex supporters out there for being here with us once again. Share us with your buddies if you'd like. Make sure to leave that 5-star review for us, Suplex Studies, on your podcast provider of choice. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to us. Maybe like the video. If you will.
If you will, baby.
But yeah, bruv.
That'd be nice. Hit us up with that shit, like Brother Hero said. But yeah, we've got a lot going on in the world of wrestling right now. That's why we're here, bringing it to you one more time. We had to hit that side suplex because there's just so much going on in the world of wrestling that we had to bring it back to you one more time.
Where do you want to start, dude?
Well, I think the best place to start right here would probably be with, I'm going to take it. I know where you thought I was going. I'm going to take it in a different direction. I'm going to go with a good old Brock Lesnar being added back to the WWE's roster page. What are your thoughts? What do you think?
Huge. This is absolutely huge. He was the next big thing, and now he's just the big thing.
The big thing.
In the wrestling news space, in a way. Probably got overshadowed already by some other recent news and stuff, but that's kind of the deal with pro wrestling in general. So many things always happening, and you know, you kind of just you come and go in the news.
Every
as
story,
it were, but
every story is big.
is
There's a big story on a big story.
But suffice to say, Brock Lesnar back in the Dubba. I am pretty down for this. Excited to see some. Well, really, I just kind of want to see Punk versus Lesnar.
That's where you're going with this.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about this off air.
We were.
And we were trying to figure out how exactly he would be brought back into the fold and what kind of a storyline. And I mean, the only thing that I could think of was some kind of a Paul Heyman thing, but he's still caught up with the bloodline, so I don't know if that would work or not.
Crossing streams?
Yeah, it's crossing the streams. It's wishful thinking on my behalf just because I want to see Paul Heyman get back maybe with Brock Lesnar. I really did enjoy their time together. His gimmick over there, I am Brock Lesnar's advocate or whatever the fuck he was. I really did enjoy that whole gimmick, so I think like some kind of a...
I am the advocate of Brock Lesnar.
And this is stupid, but maybe a Paul Heyman in a cage match. Whoever wins gets Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman on a pole match.
Yeah, Paul on a pole.
Paul on a pole. Let's do it. Book it.
Heyman on a Paul match.
Heyman on a Paul. Yeah, I can't figure it. You got it. You got it right there.
That's
yeah.
an interesting idea there,
Yeah,
Gator.
that'd be a good one. Other than that, I mean, who else can you really realistically see Brock coming in there and having a feud with?
I can't recall if. Oh well, no. I mean the obvious one, which is another one I had told you off air, was fucking Gunther. I want Gunther versus Brock Lesnar.
Yes, they had a bit of a skirmish, didn't they, in the Royal Rumble?
I think the one we went to.
Yes, didn't Gunther throw
is that
Brock
2 years ago now?
Yeah, a couple years.
No, was it January 2023?
Yeah, the year that Bray died, right?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, so that was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they kind of had a little thing going on at that Rumble, and it looked like it was being teased to be built up to a possible match, and then of course
the scandals hit.
The scandal hit, like right.
The scandals hit, just like we'll
Right
talk
after
later
that.
on. Prelude to the next part of the show.
Right? Or does that
I'm pretty
timeline match up?
No, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. The scandal hit. The scandal hit.
But
He
that was January of
implemented-
2024, right?
Yeah.
That was this year?
Yeah.
So, okay, that means, what did Lesnar do last year? Was he at Mania and shit last year?
That I couldn't tell you, bro.
Jesus Christ, I forget all the time. Lesnar, wait, what was Mania 39, right?
Yes.
Because this
39.
year was 40?
Right. We need to get the Macho Man out here.
Oh, boy, we got a real big...
Hey, Sour Boy, do me a favor,
What's that?
I'm over here making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for the crew. Can you do me a big favor? Jump on the Google machine and give the boys a good old helping hand over there.
Google.
Yeah, hey, Eric, how much jelly do you like on your sandwiches? It doesn't fucking matter. I'm putting
Fuck.
whatever I want on there.
Well,
yeah.
fuck. Dang it, Match, thank you, but Lesnar. Oh, yeah, there it is. Lesnar defeated Omos on day 2 or night 2. That's right. I
So
remember
that was the last time
It
that
was-
we saw Lesnar?
Maybe not the last time, but yeah, I guess. Where the fuck was Gunther? What was Gunther doing? Gunther defeats Sheamus and Drew by pinfall for the IC title. Gotcha. Okay, that's
Says the last time that we saw, the last time that we actually saw Brock Lesnar, he lost to Cody Rhodes. Since then, he
is
has
that
not
like
made
SummerSlam or
Yeah,
what?
that says during WrestleMania 40, I guess.
Well, he wasn't at this year's
He
Mania.
made his appearance on WWE programming. Triple H during WrestleMania 40 press conference mentioned Lesnar's open to return. So yeah, no, he wasn't on 40. He must have just been on 39.
Yep, against Omos, and then
Yeah.
I guess he feuded with Cody later that summer.
Yeah, he lost to Cody. And then Cody went on, I believe, to win the WWE Championship.
That's right, Gator. Show that respect. All day, every day. I beat Lesnar's ass. I beat Roman's ass.
You see what happened here? There was your classic case of great booking. They brought back a unified, a bona fide world heavyweight champion in Brock Lesnar, and they used him to propel my son, Cody Rhodes, over the threshold that he needed to get through to win that elusive WWF World Heavyweight Championship, baby.
Yes, Dad. You know what I'm talking about. Fucking right.
You're damn right I do, son. That's right. That's right. Thank you, Rhodes.
But yeah, what are you thinking of Lesnar?
Dude, I love it. I can't wait to see what comes of it. I mean, I don't know, man. You've got, like you said, you've got Punk, but you've got other guys too, like maybe a Seth Rollins. Maybe he goes after.
They have history.
What if he goes after like a Roman Reigns?
We've seen it 30 times.
Yeah, but
I don't
this
give
is
a fuck.
this is new Roman.
True.
This
I mean,
is
I
Ultra
don't know.
Instinct Roman.
I'm not sure. I really just kind of want to see the Gunther match. That's the best angle in my head right now for him.
So-
And of course, he'll probably cross paths with people in the Rumble.
So we've got like Gunther, we've got Punk, and then maybe in the long.
McIntyre?
I was thinking McIntyre
Did they?
too.
Didn't they have something? Am I crazy?
I don't remember. I don't, off the top of my head, I can't think of anything between them, but that would be a nice, that'd be a cool ass feud. Other than that, man, I can't really think of anything too grand that would catch my attention. Although Brock in himself catches the eye, doesn't he? I mean, he's a bona fide badass.
Oh my God, I'm so fucking dumb. Remember the whole Brock and McIntyre thing before the pandemic? I think McIntyre hits Brock out of the Rumble. And he goes and wins the world title.
Oh.
in the Pandemic Mania. That's right, from
the
Lesnar.
Pandemic Era Championship.
So maybe they could reignite that flame.
They could rekindle that if they want to.
I completely forgot about that,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. It
Wow.
sounded like something. So
See?
you were onto
Yeah,
something
I was
there.
like,
Yeah. Yeah. Tip of the tongue.
Almost had it, but
Yeah.
thank you to the internet.
Yeah.
Saved me, arse.
We've also got perhaps if Brock comes back full heel, he could go after Cody himself.
Yeah.
Straight at the man that beat him last. I mean, that's, like I said, the last time we saw him, he took a loss to Cody Rhodes.
Fair point.
Come on back, son.
Come on back.
This time it's for the World Heavyweight Championship. Let's see if he can win that belt this time. Yup.
Man, I haven't seen any of those videos lately from that guy.
Yeah, no, I haven't either. You know what? I actually did see one. I just don't remember who the two speakers were.
Matt Creason is this guy.
Yes, Matt Creason.
With the funny voiceovers with...
He did recently do one, though. It was Mickey Mouse and Goofy.
With who? Who did he dub?
That's who I can't remember.
Was it WW?
It was WW. It's always the WW.
The WWE.
It's always the WWE.
On the WWE.
Oh, you think it's always the WWE?
What about that AEW?
Oh, you talking about that AEW on Max?
On HBO Max.
HBO?
Why'd they have to get rid of the HBO name, huh?
You talking about Anne Heche
Yeah.
instead of Anne Heche?
Triple HBO
Triple HBO.
Max.
I know, dude. It kind of fucking threw me off because, like, when I was growing up, you had HBO, Showtime, and Cinemax. Cinemax. Now HBO is Max. It's
Well-
almost like crossing the streams, much like Mr. Vince McMahon would do later on in this episode.
Well, Max has just become a platform to host HBO, Cartoon Network, etc., and so on. You know what I'm saying? So they have
Cartoon
like,
Network too, really?
yeah. Like I think
didn't
there's
know.
like a portal for that and all the Harry Potter shit. Well, that goes into probably HBO's area. No, WB owns Harry.
That's the
Harry Potter shit.
WB.
I don't fucking know, but no, I kind of understand why they ditched the HBO title. That doesn't fucking matter. AEW signs a deal with Max. It's finally been announced. Everyone's been thinking about this or speculating about it all year.
Speculating.
And here we are 5 years later from the debut of Dynamite. And, I mean, damn, dude. They did it. They're finally streaming the shows in America.
Yep. Ratings be damned. Fuck all you shills that decided to say, oh, they're never going to make it past 5 years. Well, they made it past 5 years, and on top of that, they got themselves a gigantic, humongous, money-making streaming platform deal. So we got 2 words for you. Suck it.
You know, the haters just love to hate for whatever reason, and that's just probably just a reflection of who those types of people are, but I think for the most part, I've seen a lot of positive stuff online today about it, and you know, that's awesome. I mean, this is totally great for the AEW as a brand and where they can go from here. Maybe they grab a few new fans through the Max platform. The biggest question I have going into this, though, is as we've told y'all in the past here, we consume our AEW programming through the Triller UK version.
It's Triller.
And that's like a $7.99 subscription with Triller Nights.
No one's gonna stop AEW from striking.
But the deal there is, of course, no picture-in-picture, right? No breaks in the ad, or there's no ads, and it's ad-free. AEW, it's the shit. So I can't leave that, you know, in my head. If Max is going to do exactly that, then I'll switch over to Max. But if Triller is still doing what they're doing and they don't have picture-in-picture, I'm staying there. Like,
Yeah.
but I guess I don't know. I don't know how much
We'll have to see. We don't
Yeah,
know if
we'll
there's
find
going to
out
be
soon enough.
picture-in-picture. We don't know if there's going to be, no ladge. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if there's going to be commentary in between the no ladge. I don't know what's happening here, but we're going to have to give it a shot and see what happens. And if Triller turns out to be more beneficial than Max, then Triller it is. However, they also said that the pay-per-views are going to be cheaper if you stream through Max also, right? So we'd have to weigh out that option as well.
Well, they said that they're not arriving onto Max until the end of 2025. So
The end. Okay, so we've got a whole year before that even.
yeah, I mean,
It's in
I'll still
effect.
take the $20 papes on Triller
Yeah.
through the UK.
Do you think they get a little
VPN.
more risque? I mean, they're already pretty risque.
Nah, I think
you know?
they stick to what they're doing
Stick to what they're doing.
and just keep.
I think they drop a couple more F-bombs.
No, because it's still gonna be simulcast on TNT and TBS.
Fuck that. They drop a couple more F-bombs.
Danielson's dropped a few, like
That's what I'm
once.
saying, dude. You got to just
on each
incorporate
show.
Danielson's F-bombs now. Plus the rest of the crew's got to drop some F-bombs every now and then. Yeah, you got F-bombs
gotta be-
galore.
They got to be tasteful and well placed.
Does the top guy get the F-bombs all the time? Because MJF was throwing around F-bombs when he was the top guy. He doesn't throw them around very much anymore.
hell?
Even Swerve Strickland was fucking throwing them around.
No,
Hell.
he didn't.
I know. I'm just fucking. I'm reaching.
No, you're wrong.
Beep.
No,
Beep. Beep.
you're crazy.
Doctor, he's out again. Get the paddles. We've got to revive him.
I'm alive and
Everybody
well.
can't get a free day off.
Jack. Cracker Jack.
Clear. Beep. Beep.
What were we just talking?
I don't know because coming in from the
Oi, boys.
from the spirit realm,
I'll take it from here.
it's not just Joe Biden. It's Butcher.
You were talking AEW.
We're out of the spirit realm. Yes, we are, Butcher. We're talking AEW. What do you think about this?
I think it's a great move. The move to Max.
You think they're going to put you on Max one day?
No,
No?
the boys are staying on Amazon.
Yeah, you guys are Amazon exclusives, aren't you?
Amazon Prime is where it's at, bruv. That's me
I
home.
do love your Amazon Prime, although I will admit it gets
don't
a
even
little
fucking
boring.
watch it,
Gets a
yeah.
little boring sometimes. I watched the Batman. I watched your show. Besides that, you're
What else
here.
is on there?
You haven't.
Invincible?
Have you found a fucking soup yet, Butch? Are you still on the prowl?
Oi,
Have you even gotten close? Tell me. You had to have gotten close so far, haven't
why
you?
you always prying in some business, huh?
Because I just want to know. Because when you
That's
actually,
a bunch of crock of shit.
because when you catch one, I want to help you.
I'll take you up on that.
I want to help you. I'm even going to go into this accent when I'm helping you.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Oi, March. I'll be right there, love.
Yeah, Butch, yeah. Come on back over here. I got something real good for you to sample out, yeah.
Yeah, and while they're over there sampling things out, AEW going to Max. I can't wait. I think a couple of extra F-bombs maybe sliced in just a here and there. I'm not saying we're going to get bra and panties matches. I'm just saying, because, you could get risk guy, you know what I'm saying? You can
That'll
get risk
never
guy.
happen again in pro wrestling.
You can get
not on
risk
the
guy.
mainstream.
I'm just
pro.
saying, you could get risk guy if you wanted to.
They already are though, like with a lot of the outfits from the ladies.
I'm just saying, if I was a perverted booker, I could get a little more perverted, you know what I'm saying? Sister's ass and all that.
All right, little Vinny K.
Don't fuck with my sister's ass. What did I tell you, Eric?
Getting a little goony over there.
Yeah, I'm getting a little goony. You goddamn right.
So I was actually on the Major Wrestling Figure podcast on that Facebook page from them. Shout out to that podcast. If you're into wrestling figures, go check them out. Now, on the threads there in the Facebook group, of course, people are talking about this topic a little bit. And I make note of, is it going to be ad-free on Max? Blah, blah, blah. Someone responded to me saying there's no way that it'll be ad-free on Max. And I was like, well, I kind of see that. Yeah, I am not expecting it to be. I imagine it'll have picture-in-picture on Max as well. And it won't be uninterrupted like Triller, is my assumption too.
Right.
Now, do they offer an add-in option and say, hey, add $3.99, add $4.99 onto your subscription to get no ads for AEW? That's the move there in my head.
They could, and then in that case, who gets the money? Do they split it down the middle? AEW gets some and they get some, or do they just take it all? Or is
I
that
don't
just
know.
whatever? It is what it is.
I'm not too sure, man.
Because that'd be interesting. Also, if they're going to charge an extra premium for ad-free for AEW specifically, does AEW get a piece of the pie? That'd be my only
Probably
question.
a fraction.
Say I don't know.
Because they're already getting paid on the deal outright now,
Yeah,
right? So it's
so-
probably all baked in. They probably have
Yeah.
it all written out. We need more emerging details at some point.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
If and when those come out, we'll let you know here, and you'll probably already be up to date with them.
Yeah.
Especially if you're already here listening to this Side Suplex.
Side Suplex. Speaking of a little more AEW, since you just sparked my brain.
Oh yeah, what you got?
Yeah, a little. The internet world has been a little bit. I think we talked about it earlier about Mariah May's championship run as of late, and they've been claiming that Tony Khan's his vision, if you will, is not very good past the whole Tony Storm saga. What do you think about that?
I think it just needs a little more time. This was that was one of the hottest feuds and stories in AEW's recent memory. That is between Tony and Mariah May. And right now, from what I've seen on the last few programs, I've seen Mariah May still kind of manipulating and kind of swaying Mina Shirakawa and trying to win her over, and Mina's still a little on the fence. So I think that's kind of that's kind of where this story with her is going. And she's also now kind of caught in the middle of a couple of other competitors. Namely Yuka Sakazaki recently was that was a pretty decent match. Yuka, dude, I don't know if you saw it, but Mariah May's like walking down the ramp and Yuka like immediately springboards onto her. It was a great moment, I thought, in that match. But no, I think she needs to be built up a little more in the fact that they need to introduce the baby face to her shitty heel, I guess, if you want to put it that way.
What about somebody like Thunder Rosa?
I think Thunder Rosa would be a great idea to slot her in with Mariah May. I can't recall if they already met sometime earlier this year or maybe last year. I don't remember.
They might have.
Yeah.
I want to say that they have, but I can't be sure about it. But I want to say they might have. So, yeah, I think slotting in somebody like Thunder Rosa against Mariah May would be a great service to Mariah May as being the champion. Putting in somebody like Thunder Rosa who has such a presence in the wrestling world, someone who's so solidified as being a true badass in the wrestling world, to be able to, let's just say, get a win against her, I think that would solidify her championship reign and make her strong and definitely get her over a little bit more. But, that's just my thoughts.
No, this is, I think it makes total sense to put Rosa
and then you can go ahead and book her against other people.
Yeah, no, totally. And I just found out here, Thunder Rosa defeated Mariah May earlier this year to go on to face Tony Storm for the world title.
Yeah. So
at Revolution?
Yeah. So they have
at Dynasty.
So they have unfinished business.
Exactly. So I guess it's 1-0 for Thunder here in AEW. I don't know if they've met elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think that would be a great idea.
Yeah. Super face.
Good feud that could be a really hot storyline right now, but I don't know if they're going to divert away from the Mina stuff. Maybe Mina gets to challenge soon, and then Thunder Rosa comes into play.
I would say finish the Mina Shirakawa stuff off. Go ahead and finish off the whole friendship angle, because obviously it's not going to work. Mina's going to go and be a face. Tony, excuse me. Mariah. She's going to go off and be a heel. Then you're going to need a new face. Perhaps in that small moment of time, you can build up Thunder, get a couple of wins underneath her, shoot her ass up there, have a great little feud, and put Mariah over. That way she looks like a true champion.
Yeah. And, no, I'd love to see that. Who else would be good? I liked, really liking the possibility of Willow stepping up to the plate. I think she kind of inserted herself in the mix the other day, coming to save Yuka Sakazaki, I believe.
That is correct.
So I think that they could be maybe moving towards that, and Willow against Mariah May would be great too. Fuck, I don't even remember if they met already. They probably did.
I don't recall them meeting.
I don't know, man.
I don't recall them meeting.
Let's see, Willow,
Nightingale.
Nightingale.
Oh, it's Nigel.
Mariah May. I'm taking over the controls here.
What'd you think of my match? Very 5.5 star-ish, Nigel. Very 5.5 stars.
Thank you.
Oh, dude, yes, they did wrestle at the Owens Hart Foundation Cup this
that's
year.
right. Mariah
So that's
beat her.
another Mariah beat her.
Another
There we go. There's another.
But Mariah's
feud that
up
could
on
be
that
sparked
one.
up.
Mariah's up on that one, see?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then Willow has future world champion written all
Yes.
over her, so it's
We've-
like,
we've
man,
also
I don't know
got,
when they pull a trigger on her, you know?
Yeah,
I'm ready
yeah.
to watch Grand Slam here in a bit. No, Dynamite 5, never mind. The 5th anniversary.
Yeah, no diggity, no ditty, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, never went to a ditty party, but I think Vince McMahon sure did, yeah.
Oh, shit. Vince.
Speaking of good old
Yeah,
Vince
dude.
McMahon, Eric, what do we got on
Man,
the docket on this side? today?
Everybody has been talking about this Netflix doc, the Vince McMahon story. I don't know exactly the title of it, but you know what it is. You've probably already seen all of it. Gator and I are not with the times of last week, right, when it dropped. I don't remember. Either way, we just checked out episode 1 earlier, and
Did you see how many episodes it was? I did not.
I didn't check.
I didn't.
For some reason in my head, I'm thinking 6, but I could be wrong.
6 to 8, somewhere around there. They always do
Yeah.
6 to 8, somewhere in that vicinity. But yeah, apparently this documentary, it's recorded over 100 hours apparently of following Vince around, which I found very intriguing that they followed him around for 100 fucking hours.
6 episodes. No.
6 episodes.
I think you might have misread. They said that they just took like 100 hours of, I think, interviews, including McMahon and all of the people that we're seeing now.
Okay, I thought they were
So-
doing the whole follow this guy around with the thing,
No,
with the
no,
camera
no.
for 100 hours, and I was like,
No, that's why we don't really. That's why we've only seen them in like the sit-down format
yeah.
so far,
yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
And besides like the other footage, this is riddled with so much extra footage. I mean, damn, people were saying one of the biggest things I was seeing from people was that as a, an in the know wrestling fan, you're already gonna know everything here. And dude, right in the first 5 minutes, there was shit I had never known about. So
Like what?
I had no idea that Vince McMahon Jr. didn't know his dad, Vinnie Mac Sr., until he was 12 years old. Like, what? I never fucking knew that. That's pretty, it's a wild piece of information. Did you know that one?
No, I didn't know
I had
that.
no idea.
And it sounds pretty brutal because not only did he not meet his dad until he was 12 years old, but he was raised under his mother's roof with a stepdad who was abusive and would beat the shit out of him all the time, apparently.
Yeah, so it's no wonder he's fucked up in the head.
Yeah, it's no excuse for what happened.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
But, you understand the circumstances in which he led his life that could lead him to malfunction and short circuit in this fashion.
Yeah, dude. So I had no idea that was his, early childhood. And then he comes to say that his dad didn't tell him I love you until the day before he died. So I was like,
that was fucking
God
brutal.
damn, bro.
That was brutal, mate.
Yeah. So, man, no, besides that, just like you said, though, none of that excuses the shit he did. And
Yeah. But I thought this first episode definitely tried to humanize him in a way. It tried to show you the trials and tribulations in which this human being went through in order to become successful, and all the obstacles and adversities that he had to conquer, all the different territories that they were talking about, and how it was unheard of for you to cross those lines, and how as soon as Vince took over from Vince Sr., he said, fuck this, basically. If you ain't with me, you're against me. And he started crossing the lines, if you will, and started going in other people's territories and cable TV, and, he takes over from there. So, it was definitely, I didn't know any of that, those particulars there. So that was actually very informative to me also. This whole territory thing, while I knew of it, I didn't know the extent.
right. Yeah. See, okay. So I take that for example. Yeah. I knew about all of that shit. But yeah, dude, you're right, dude. The fucking, he just went in and grabbed their top guys and said, "Hey, we're doing this. We're doing it this way," and the rest is history, man.
Yeah,
the
that was-
WWF blew up.
That was WCW-ish, bro. He just said, hey, you're the best from here. I'll take you. Hey, Andre. Hey, Jesse the Body Ventura. Hey, Ric Flair. Hey, Hulk Hogan. Hey, Macho Man Randy Savage. Hey, Roddy Piper. Hey, Tony Atlas. Didn't matter who you were.
He had the pick of the litter.
Yeah.
And man, did they do it ever? Fuck.
I thought it was interesting also in the way that Vince Sr. and Vince Jr. were at odds when he bought the company because they were saying that Vince was trying to go into a certain direction that Senior wasn't very keen to. He was trying to cater more to the kids, and
Right.
Senior wasn't really down for that.
They wanted to keep it old school wrestling style.
Yeah, keep it that old school. Well, I thought the intent of this entire documentary when they started out was a Vince McMahon documentary, not a Vince McMahon scandal documentary. And that within them doing a documentary, the scandal broke and they had no choice but to Audible, take a ride at Albuquerque, and turn it into a scandal documentary.
Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely. I mean, you kind of had to at that point because the story just blew wide the fuck open and changed plans, you know? They weren't just going to lose all of the footage and shit that they were working on. So, hey, that's just the way the cookie crumbled for Vinnie Mac.
Yeah. I thought it was messed up how he was saying that, like, I can't tell you the stories, you know. I want to tell you the stories, but I can't.
Oh, man, that
know?
was a crazy edit,
Yeah,
dude.
because I don't want them to really know who I am.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, oh shit, cringe.
Yeah,
Yikes.
that was... and then it, like, that's kind of like right at the beginning, you know, and it starts get going, you know.
Yeah, it's
so,
like dark, ominous music right there kind of hit. Doo-doo. Doo.
Dark, ominous tones.
It's just dark, ominous tones.
Dark Netflix tones.
Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey,
Come back to us.
hey,
Hey, Joe,
guys.
you're hanging out in the spirit realm.
You have no idea. There's so much badass ice cream
You
here.
took more of that peyote. I told you to stop eating the peyote, Joe.
Call me Peyote Joe.
You were hanging out on my ranch. You were hanging out on the Broken Skull Ranch.
Yeah.
You went by the horses. You went by the cows. I told you not to move their shit, and you did it. You found that good-ass peyote, and you took it again, didn't you, Joe?
Oh, hell. Yeah.
Well, oh, hell yeah. Hey, Gator, can you fire up those pedals and bring them back into the future? Beep, beep.
Welcome back, Joe. Welcome back to the
fucking
world
God.
of the living, and you're out of the shadow realm.
dude, so for some reason I thought WrestleMania 1 was in 1984 for some reason. This whole time. I don't know why I had that in my head.
I didn't, yeah.
And it's 85, so I was just completely wrong on that my whole life.
85, and it was crazy because the year, well, I don't know, they had a Madison Square Garden match where they had introduced Mr. T, and is this the one, the Madison Square Garden, is this where Hogan wins, or does he win at WrestleMania 1?
The title against the Sheik?
Yeah, against
or the Iron Sheik?
Yeah, is that one? No, it's got to be Madison Square Garden because in WrestleMania 1 is the tag team match.
Right, which was also in the Garden.
Yes, was also in the Garden.
Right?
Vince is the Garden Master, if you will. The Garden Master. So, yeah, basically in this first episode, they basically get into how Vince was looking to take over the territories, and he was looking to do it with a brand new star. He thought about Dusty Rhodes. He decided against it. He went with a guy like Hulk Hogan, and this was going to be his poster child, his spokesman to lead him into the new era of the sports entertainment world. And all the meanwhile, before this happens, I believe they mentioned that Gorilla Monsoon was looking to buy from Vince Sr., and Vince McMahon actually swoops in there, causing some friction, which is crazy because I believe Gorilla Monsoon ends up working for Vince McMahon later on in the WWE era.
I mean, probably didn't have much of a choice, you know. Obviously, they had called Monsoon the heir apparent, you know. So Vince McMahon swept in and made it happen, dude. So I just wanted to say real quick, I do understand how, like, what was I trying to say? What I said earlier about how there were fans saying that a wrestling fan that's, like, you know, in the know on this shit already. I mean, yeah, obviously I knew all of these major events. I guess what I'm saying is I didn't know a lot of the minor details that are really peppered in here all throughout this episode. So, yeah, I would highly recommend this to any wrestling fan because there's got to be something in here that you can't know all of this shit, you know? I mean, unless you're the most hardcore of hardcore wrestling fan, and of course you do, but no, I think there's something here for every wrestling fan.
Yeah.
And non-wrestling fans. I'm sure it's on the radar of many, you know, with Netflix.
Yeah, no, definitely. I would 100% agree. It's for anybody out there. Watch it up if you haven't done it yet. It's a great watch. We're going to get into the rest of the episodes as we continue this Side Suplex adventure.
That's right.
I thought another cool thing about this episode, Bret Hart was in there, and he was talking about how I'm a true artist. Everybody
Dude.
knows I'm a true artist.
And he's not wrong. He's so correct. He's a fucking great artist.
It was art watching Bret Hart.
Oh, man, I really need to see more Bret stuff.
What do you think about the whole pro wrestling is American culture quote that was in there?
Yeah, it was. I mean, the way they had, I think it was maybe Tony Atlas saying that he's just showing pro wrestling then and now is just, reflecting the mirror on the society that it was coming from. And yeah, I think that was very true. And it showed one of the kids in the audience, his buddies saying to him in his ear, like, you don't like this guy. It's because he's a foreigner.
You talking about the Sheik?
Yeah, the Orange Sheik. The Orange Sheik, you tell them.
The Sheik. You talking about the cross-eyed kid?
Yeah,
The
this
Sheik.
fucking cross-eyed kid.
Fucking
He was just repeating what his buddy was telling him.
That was fucking Tiny Zeus Lister's son.
It was Mini Zeus.
Mini Zeus. I'm going to hell. Who's coming with me? Oh, shit, dude. Another funny thing I thought, Vince McMahon, a 39-year-old Vince McMahon.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that was crazy seeing. I wonder what year that was.
I don't know, but I found it interesting.
He's like 70-something now, right?
Yeah, around there. I found it intriguing that he was using the word sports entertainment from that age.
Yeah, man.
From a very, very, very early on time in his wrestling federation, he was using the term sports entertainment.
And he even says he hates the term pro wrestling.
He hates the term pro wrestling. Oh, I hate that.
Vince is 79.
He's 79 years
So
old.
that was 40 years ago.
Oh, my God. 79.
That was 85 then?
Yeah.
Damn it, I just fucking also had a thought. Oh, that was the other thing that I noticed here in this episode 1. Anytime they were saying WWF or World Wrestling Federation, the goddamn subtitles were substituting it for WWE and entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, why are they doing this? Like,
yeah, this is true.
this is bullshit. Like, how are you gonna censor a subtitle? So weird.
Yeah,
What'd you think of that?
Why would you do that? Just say the word. You're saying the word verbally.
Yeah,
Put it down, text. Who are you trying to fool?
deaf people.
They can read your fucking lips too.
Yes, they
You're
can.
not fucking fooling anybody. You can't fool anybody. You can't fool the blind because they can hear it. You can't fool the deaf because they can see it. And you can't fool me because I got both, motherfucker. Who the hell are you trying to fool?
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean,
At that point, you're just trying to play the world for dumbasses. Come on now. Just make it right.
yeah. I didn't understand that. That was kind of weird, but
Oh, man.
no. Besides that, any other thoughts on this first episode? I'm ready to watch some more.
Yeah, I'm
Fucking
ready to watch
awesome.
some more also. I would just touching back on the whole pro wrestling American theme.
Oh yeah.
I'd have to say I do kind of put it in a light of like football, baseball, basketball, wrestling.
Yeah.
It's in
yeah.
it's in your top.
Yeah, it fits that realm of.
Yeah, you think about it now. It's not like baseball, basketball, football, tennis, hockey. It's wrestling.
Yeah.
Because the wrestling shows come to town all the time. That's what you enjoy. You go indulge in that. And like they were saying in this documentary, you lose yourself in the stories, and for that moment in time, you truly believe that what's going on in that ring is factual and it's actually happening. The beatings are real. And that's what I love about wrestling, the ability to just get in there and just be able to lose yourself for that moment in time.
It is a beautiful art. Bret Hart is correct in that, and yeah, I'm such a big wrestling fan, and even more so at this point in time. I'm just so excited for the future of the business across the world. All of these promotions are doing such great work, and there's never a shortage of talent. Always on the rise everywhere you look, and yeah, dude, pro wrestling is on fire right now. I love it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. What'd you think of just one more thing
Yeah.
before
Give
we
it to
get
me.
out? Zabisco.
Oh my God, yes, dude! Thank you for bringing that up. I forgot.
Larry Zbyszko.
There's like I can't remember who they showed him wrestling in this Vince McMahon
Bruno
episode one.
Sammartino.
It was Bruno.
Bruno Sammartino.
Dude, so immediately I had said, damn, so we had remarked on that the Dangerous Alliance versus Sting Squadron War Games match we covered on episode 7, I want to say, if y'all want to check that out, of Suplex Studies. I think Zabisco was like in his 30s then, right? I think maybe like late 30s, but he looked like 50 something. And so if this clip was even earlier, he must have been early 20s or something, I don't know, mid 20s, but he still looked like a 40 to 50-year-old man. On top of looking like someone else.
He had the little hair, dude. He had the hair like
he had
the
a bushy ass
he had
head.
like the fucking like He-Man. Like
Yeah.
He-Man, that reddish, like orangish fucking like mane, like a lion's mane on his fucking bulbous skull.
Like a fuzzy Q-tip.
Yeah, dude, but then when he turns over, he looks like Lou fucking Ferrigno.
He looks like mini Lou Hulk.
He's fucking mini Ferrigno. Fucking Larry Ferrigno.
Put him in the slipper hole.
Out. He was out. He was out. That
So,
was.
yeah, I thought that was fucking hilarious. He did look like mini Hulk.
He looked like Mini Hulk, bro. It was
Mini
so,
Ferrigs.
Oh my god, he looked like something out of a cartoon, bro. It was hilarious. He looked like a Thundercat, you know, something like that. It was just He-Man, Thundercats, you know, the Hulk.
Oh,
It was
shit.
funny. Another funny thing that I thought that they mentioned in this doc before we get out is the whole who was it, Staza and that other jabroni that they choked out. Remember David Schultz slaps Staza in the back and causes the lawsuit.
Yes.
Yeah, they showed that. You were
Right.
kind of like, wow, when you saw it. Had you not seen that?
I've
before?
seen it before. I just can't I forgot that David Schultz pops him twice, and the second one's even harder, dude. So it had been a while since I saw that, because I saw that on Dark Side of the Ring for the first time a couple years ago.
So would you say it's been a while
And it's been a while.
since I've seen David Schultz slap someone?
It really has been. But yeah, I've seen both of those things. I had barely saw the one with Hulk Hogan choking that dude out.
And then to
Maybe
boot,
earlier this year.
yeah, and then to boot, they show the Belzer fucking Hulk Hogan one where he's like, go ahead and
Oh,
put
that's
me
what
in.
I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's like, put me in one of those wrestling holds, and Hulk puts him in a fucking, just a guillotine.
Dude, not even 10 seconds.
Yeah, dude, that
And
homeboy
he's
was
dead.
out.
He's out.
Out. He fucking shotguns the back of his head on the damn stage.
Bro was bleeding,
It
man.
was-
Hard way.
It was so fucking brutal, dude. And they got sued by both guys. Both lawsuits were settled.
He fucking asked for that one.
He really did. And that just goes to show you out there. Don't you ever say that wrestling is fake. It might be predetermined, damn it. But like Hulk Hogan said in this documentary, he's had 23 surgeries over the past 10 years.
Yes.
If it's fake, he didn't get the memo, and neither did I.
I just need to add, what I didn't know about the Schultz story was that I didn't know Vince McMahon kind of issued the hit in the locker room.
I wish someone would take him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that part. That was new to me. So that's fucking crazy, man. He should not have acted on that, because, I mean, his career ended after that. So
You know what else was probably new to you and new to me? Closed circuit television. What the fuck was that?
So I did hear about that, because I know they did that for... I didn't realize they did it for WrestleMania 1. I thought that was introduced on WrestleMania 2, but
said
maybe they did something different on WrestleMania 2's distribution. So does that leads me to ask, they didn't have this on pay-per-view back then, or no?
I don't think.
Like,
that
how does that work?
I think that basically the pay-per-view was the closed
Was
circuit
going to the
television.
closed circuit?
You went to a movie theater, you paid your admission, you watched it on the big screen in the closed circuit television. I don't think that they had
Right.
pay-per-views back in that time.
But they were already on cable?
They were on cable, yes, but I don't think
Okay.
cable had a pay-per-view section side yet assigned
Man.
to it. It was just cable.
Huh.
It was just cable. There wasn't movie channels yet.
Let
You
me
know
look
what I
this
mean?
up. When did pay-per-views
This was
start?
1985. When did pay-per-views start?
I don't know.
That's a good ass question. Because when I was like 5 to 7 years old, they were around, and I was born in 82. So I know in at least 89, 88, maybe 87 they were around. But I don't know about 86, 85, 84. When
oh
is-
my God!
when is the
so
birth?
it says
In Genesis of pay-per-view.
it It originated in the 1980s.
Okay.
Likely a boxing match between Larry Holmes and Leon Spanks in 1980.
Okay.
But then the late 80s, PPV begins in professional
Mainstream.
wrestling
There you go.
with WWE's WrestleMania 3
3.
and WCW's Starrcade.
There you go. So
So that
they,
Starrcade says 1983. WrestleMania 3 isn't until 87. So Starrcade did it first?
it was on pay-per-view, yes, but it didn't become mainstream, it said, until the late 80s.
Yeah.
Mainstream. So that was a one-off and a one-off.
Hmm.
But it wasn't every single month. You feel me?
I feel you.
It wasn't every
Which I
single
feel.
month. I feel. So it would appear that WrestleMania 1 wasn't on pay-per-view at that time. They didn't get to it till 3. So yes, pay-per-view at this time would have been that closed circuit shit.
Yes. Yeah. I fucking.
That's just wild.
It is kind of wild. Closed circuit, and it was in every major city. They said,
Yeah.
and multiple domestic, non-domestic, international areas.
And it was a huge success because, as they were alluding to in this whole doc, if WrestleMania 1 had failed, Vince would have been belly up. He would have been done.
Right.
He mortgaged everything to get this show up and
Yeah.
running. And
The
it
bet
was
of a lifetime,
yeah.
of his lifetime.
And it was a huge success. Everybody
Yeah.
knows about successes. I'm the best success. Everyone knows.
The other thing that was another big part in this story here was Hulk Hogan going and doing Rocky 3. Had he not done that, like, I don't know, wrestling would have been way different, right? Because I mean, he wasn't launched into like such huge fame from a movie at that point. I mean, Hulkamania probably still could have been a thing, but I don't know. Like
Hulkamania still wouldn't have. It still would have run wild.
That's what I'm saying. It more than likely would have, but damn, if this Rocky 3 appearance didn't help, I mean,
Yeah, he got fired, right?
yeah, I guess Vince Sr. fired
He
him.
got fired.
He walked out, went into the movie, and then I guess Hogan went back to the territories. I don't know exactly where, but then Vince Jr. came in and, they got together, and Hulkamania runs wild.
Yes. History is made. Hulkamania runs wild, and that's
Side
episode,
Suplex.
Side Suplex
Running wild.
on you.
What you gonna do, brother?
Episode
when
5.
Side Suplex runs wild on you, dude.
Yes, dude. So I'm glad we were able to do this here. Let us know out there if you liked the Vince McMahon documentary. What do you think about this new AEW deal? Get into our comments on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube. Let us know.
Did he do it or did he not do it?
Did he or didn't he? That is the question of all time.
Yes, thank you. Thank you there, Mach.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
Mach is on the in and out.
That's going to do it here for us on Side Suplex Episode 5. Thank you for being with us. Please leave a review on your podcast platform of choice. Share this with your wrestling buddies. You can follow Suplex Studies on Instagram, Twitter. We'll be back this Wednesday for Suplex Studies Episode 18. We're covering the WCW Chamber of Horrors match with Isaiah at Wrasslin Junts on Instagram. He'll be back with us. We'll see y'all then. And Gaeta, let him have it.
Don't forget, when your Suplex Studies, your Suplex Studies for life.
Yeah, side suplex, motherfucker. March wants a Ferrari. He wants a Ferrari.
Get it, Mach?
Yeah.